he had a short, started as a full-on web series where all of the individual scenes were going to be the episodes. And I was reading it and I said, it'd probably be better as a short. And so we just shot all the scenes separate and then, threw it all together. And the whole point of it was to kind of feel a little episodic, but at the same time, still within a strand of like maybe a week or 2 weeks. The timing wasn't even a thing. I just wanted to kind of just strip it down as much as possible, keep it very, low key, because you don't really see anything like that. And so that was the approach, and then we shot it, and Mike here helped make it sound great, and so which was really tricky because we had so many different moving parts, and we didn't really have any one dedicated sound person. We had multiple sound guys, and so it was kind of tough making it all sound like it was one thing.
So you gave him a hard job. So.
I mean, it's tough, yeah.
But so you originally wrote it as a web series?
Yeah, initially.
You have that?
Yeah.
Because you make fun of web series in there too, right?
Yeah. God, yeah. I was like, I'm just gonna write 5 different scenes, and I wrote them in actually different days. It's like, today I'm gonna write this, and I'm gonna write this, and then I was done, and I was like, all right, I have 5 separate scenes. Let's see what we can do. And I hit up a couple buddies, and they're like, yeah, I'm not really interested. So I showed it to Johnny. And I was like, I don't know if you want to do it, but if you're down, let's get it done. And he's like, hell yeah. And Johnny just says yes. He doesn't.
Yeah, that's true. I gotta start saying no at some point. But no, it was fun to do though, because the last project that I did before this was very it was like the quicksand thing, only without the quicksand, So. And more yelling at each other and guns and stuff like that. So it was very, so it was very different. And so I was still am into, I was watching a lot of British cinema at the time. And Mike Lee, I was like, I wonder, just whatever. Because I wanted to do something just with locked tripods, and, locked cameras. I never really did anything like that before. Everything's always moving. And so I just took it all the way and just put most of the stuff on a tripod and, just see what we could do with it. And it was a very stripped down movie for me. And so it was fun. It was different, so.
Which matched the material and even the sets. I mean, the settings. I mean, that was such the barren actor's apartment. Talk about stripped down.
It actually looked like that.
Yeah,
there was
have to dress it?
No dressing.
I was actually going for that though, especially my apartment. I was like, it has to be nothingness. It has to because that's literally the world.
Yeah, exactly.
That is you're actually that is definitely a piece of the world. That's a slice of life in Los Angeles. So any questions? There we go.
Was this an idea that kind of maybe, especially things that have come out in the past year or so, really fueled that a little bit? Kind of a combination of things. Just in the whole.
You mean the Me Too movement?
The casting couch.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because while we were shooting that particular scene, Weinstein was under attack, and they started doing the whole investigation. Right when we started doing all of that stuff, because we shot it over the course of a month, so it was like the Me Too movement happened, and then we started shooting. And I was like, well, let's see what the hell happens. Who knows? And then when they were like, holy shit, guys, we got a relevant project on our hands. Hooray, we didn't even do anything. This is great. So, and one thing led to another, and then I started thinking about it, and so, yeah, here we are. So, it's very, it's different, though, because it happens to everybody, and one thing that we really wanted to show is that just go for it, so.
Yeah, I just thought, I was like, I'm going to write something because I was kind of bored. Nothing was happening. Sitting on my couch, I was like, fuck, no work. And I just went, this is all the shitty stuff that happens here. I'm just write that.
That could have been another title, Shitty Stuff That Happens.
Yeah, literally, it could be anything.
If it were a web series, that would be a good title. Any other questions? All right, well, we're only 15 minutes over with our big fat 5 film vlog.
Thank you. Good. Appreciate it.